live, baby.
Let's fuck.
Wow.
Hold on. Let's say that one more time. And we
live, baby.
Let's go.
Bro,
Is
what?
the soundboard not working?
No, I just pressed the wrong button.
Again?
I forgot which one it was.
But there was no button sound. There's nothing.
Yeah, we had nothing.
Oh no, that's not good.
Powered by StreamYard takes away your soundboard.
Oh wow, we're
That's
really just
solid.
doing good over here, huh?
Wow. I broke my light before stream started. That's good.
Welcome back, guys. Happy 2 months.
What mic are you using, Tommy? Your headset mic?
No, I'm using my regular one. That's why I asked you did it sound good before all this?
Nah, it sounds terrible, honestly.
See, all right.
I think it sounds all right. I don't know. I could hear your chair a little bit squeaky. You probably ought to hear mine some though, because this new chair squeaks.
It shouldn't be squeaky. I'm pretty sure my audio settings just got reset because if you can't hear the mixer, then obviously that's a problem. It's a problem.
I don't know what's the problem. Is it a problem?
It's been a bit.
It's
How long has it
probably-
actually been? 4 or 5 weeks.
5.
At least.
I missed 1 week,
5.
and then we came back and just didn't do it for like 3 or 4 weeks. Had like a nice
It's
little
at
month
least
off.
that.
It's the longest we've taken off since we started. That's for sure.
I was. There was 2 weeks though we were like, oh, we probably should have went on yesterday. And then the following week we just didn't do it.
It's also just, I don't know, it's a little crazy of an April. Not to just be like, hey, how's the weather and stuff, but it was a little like there was a couple Mondays where I didn't even realize until Tuesday morning. I was like, fuck, yesterday was Monday. We
Yep.
didn't do that. But it's good to be back on, even if Tommy's soundboard doesn't work. His lights are going crazy. It still looks good.
Am I looking good at least?
And I've
Background
been,
is.
I've seen you too, Tommy. I've seen you still being decently active, retweeting Mallards and Derbs, which is why they're on the menu for tonight.
No, we're cooking.
And then TJ, you're still doing your thing in the Telegram.
Yeah, I got a little more heavy into it again. I took a bit when we were kind of off with streaming. I took off. I just really got back into it about, I want to say maybe a week and a half to 2 weeks. I was doing stuff here and there, but I didn't really go back in like I was.
Well, it's nice to come back in because you kind of understand that things move so fast. So
Yep.
when you're stuck in it, you keep using the same like kind of strategy, the same thought process, and looking at shit. When you've missed even like 2.5 weeks, 4 weeks, when you come back, you're like, I have to learn everything new and see where things are at. It's not going to be the
100%.
same. So you're like forced to kind of get out of like where you were thinking before and start over again. And it's kind of nice.
Yeah, even the wallets that I tracked, I had to get rid of like 50% of them because they weren't trading on those wallets anymore. So I wasn't even getting that many pings from tracking. So I had to like hunt for new ones, which I finally found some decent ones again. But that whole process was a process.
I'm over here just live doing stuff right now.
The
What are you
same
trying to
happens
do?
on Twitter. When I go onto Twitter, like, like catch up on some things, and it's like, well, shit. Like a lot of the people that I used to follow for that, they're gone. Like they haven't tweeted since 2023. January 2024. So you got to find like a bunch of new people, and it's kind of like a nice little hunt to get back like into everything. Especially like you see some blasts from the past. Even after a 5-week wait, I will say. They've been in pre-sale for so long now, and I thought we'd finally see their full release on Cardano, but Cardalords still listed as pre-sale. Still no movement on that, no information, so not sure what's going on there.
Have you reached out to the team?
I haven't, because their website's no longer active.
Someone should really hunt those guys down and figure out what's going on.
It's getting a little suspicious. It might be a rug pull.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. It might be.
So what were those two twins' names that did those videos for them? Tell those
Island Boys.
Island Boys.
Island Boys. That's what it was.
Island Boys.
Those guys fell off hard. Did you see that?
Dude, one just got knocked out in like a boxing match or MMA match.
Really?
They were also like, they went on a bunch of things. They're like making out with each other and stuff to like promote their OnlyFans. It got a little wild for
that
them.
was
Kinda
awkward.
crazy.
Yeah.
What? I don't even want to know.
Exactly.
Either I'm gonna reset this, or how am I sounding?
I mean, I think you sound okay.
I mean, it just sounds like
It sounds like it could be your headset mic, so just check
It
that
is
you
your
have the right
headset
input in
mic.
there. But I mean, it's doable. It's not like you're not out of a tin
Let
can.
me know right now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not the headset because it's muted.
All right.
Well, it's definitely not your good mic. I'll tell you that.
All right. Well, you know what happened? I had the baby.
Another one?
No, not yet. But I did have the baby playing with the mic at one point, like pulling all the cords. So everything's all like, maybe you should disconnect to the mic. That could be it.
Possibly.
Like, does that make it sound better?
No.
Like this fucking extendo?
Now I can hear your
It's
fan
definitely
the whole
not that
time while
mic.
I
You muted
play
it
Xbox.
already. We got to the bottom of that one. It's definitely not that. It's all right. I think it's doable. I think it's good.
Put it back in, Tommy.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. Damn. Well, I can either play around with this or we'll just be rocking this mic all night.
Yeah, just
See if
rock
I
the
get
mic.
better at all. Rock the mic. What's up, everybody? Over there, damn, I see people over in chat. Wasn't expecting many people, to be honest with you. When you take 2
I
months
was
off,
hanging out with you two, catching up. Honestly,
it's true.
honestly.
Yo, can we shout out the chat?
Give him a shout out.
Yo, shout out to the chat over here in Crypto Hands, still rocking the first. He didn't give me the la, but hey, he's live.
Damn.
He's been showing up every day. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Garfield Lasagna with the AO and the Blame TJ. Still
It
there.
wasn't my fault this time. Truly.
No, it's all our fault. None of us knew what the fuck we were doing. Shout out to Meek Vision. What's up, MF? We're so back. Rez, what is up, man? We are here. Blame TJ and Prison Tom. You got the OGs over here. We even got the F35 shirt right here. Yanis, welcome back as well. And back in May, buy away.
Dilly's in
We're
the
4
chat.
years
What's up,
ago.
Dilly?
Oh, damn, we got Dilly in the chat.
You got Dilly in the
So many
chat.
rugs. Shout out to David Anderson. I haven't even got that far down yet. What is up, Derp? What is it? Man, that's a loaded question. Maybe we can talk about this in a little bit. What happened in McCossie, dude? We'll get into that. Let's save that one for a little. We'll
A
double
few
back
things
that.
happened actually the few weeks we were away.
Yup. Holy shit, we made a boy. Shout out to Dilly, man. Over in the chat. I'm back over here. And Lauren Steyer, what is up? To the moon as well. Welcome, everybody. Holy shit. Can't wait to hear about Cardano. Dude, you
Same.
don't want to.
Oh, we thought you were gonna tell us, Billy.
They're gonna inform me what's going on.
Holy shit. Man, it's been crazy, to be honest with you. I'm watching Twitter for a little while. Like, honestly, it's been like kind of sad.
Well,
Right.
we didn't talk about when we took off. Goombal's situation happened. McCossie
Yo.
happened.
Yep.
There's still people are still buying those. I checked today just because I was curious.
Buying what?
Really?
Both.
Why?
No way.
Are people buying yummies? Yeah,
I don't
buying
think
the
so.
card.
This secret yummy. Yeah.
Because yeah, McCossie
like that.
hasn't announced anything since they did their announcement of like we got a lot of people looking at acquiring the project, and then nothing.
Damn.
It's all,
Like a full
I don't
month.
know, bro.
But
that
people are still buying it.
floor. Oof.
And Goombles. I don't know why I looked at that one even today. But you know, because obviously their Discords, everything's locked, but
Mhm.
people still purchase them. Maybe they just really like how they look. The McCossie, I could see that more than maybe the Goombles. The Yummy, definitely. Especially some of the cards and stuff, and when you're getting them for 2 ADA. But
I did see that Mallard order has been getting some traction recently, though. They've been kind of on my timeline quite a bit.
I saw quite a few for them too recently. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you
Which
see they
makes
got a
more
big
sense.
update?
What's
Yeah,
that?
I was gonna say, which makes more sense.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boys, we're trying to reset the microphone. So
What are you trying to do, Tommy? This is fine, dude. Just
Yeah, I
roll
think this
with
is
it.
fine. You're good. You're good to go. Listen, you'll hear it back when you listen tomorrow, and you'll see it's fine. Trust me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And none of the our 10 buddies hanging out with us tonight are gonna I don't think it's that bad. It'll be fine.
I'm just self-conscious, dude. But yeah, I don't have shit pulled up either. Like normally I have like a million tabs open. I have like all this pre-stuff ready to go. I didn't do any of that. Like we just kind of logged in and said, "Fuck it, we're gonna go live tonight." It's been a
Well,
while.
I know you've been big in Derp. What's been going on with Derp? Because I have no idea.
Well, we would have their nice background up for season 2 coming out later in the month, but We're cooked on backgrounds right now. That's what we got.
Our funding got cut.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah.
I think
that's a whole other thing.
Gordon forgot to. We got a new company debit card, and Gordon forgot to update all the sites we used with the new debit card number, so everything lapsed, and now we're stuck with his background.
Our
And
investor
Tommy's,
cut us off.
Tommy's child chewed through his wires or something. I think he said.
Something like that.
So everything's broken now.
Dude, I can hear myself. What just happened? Can you guys hear me?
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
What's going on?
Aren't you not going to be able to do that unless you can hear yourself and can like test your mic a bunch? I don't think that's going to work. You should just roll with it like it is. Trust me.
Yeah, no, I am. Back to that. Okay, sorry. I was just pressing a few buttons. I didn't know. I was trying to pull up adventures. Let me do that for you guys. Dude, whoever is streaming with us, especially if they've seen us for like the first time tonight, are we Gucci?
Gucci.
All right.
I will say, TJ, like the Goomble's one, because that's one that it's a weird one that it fits into something we talked about so much because we played so many games, growing up and as we got older as well. So we got excited about a lot of the gaming projects. That's when that was a real game. That was always one that we ran into a lot. People like, hey, we're coming out with a game. And it's like, yeah, all right, whatever you say, sure. They did actually have a playable game that we could play and try out. And we got to do that a few times. The other big part past beyond just, making the game was always making it fun, which I think, they did something that wasn't brand new. It was bringing like a known genre to an NFT project on Cardano. And then the other thing that we always said was going to be a challenge, which I still think is like, the biggest one is kind of obvious too, is getting people a bigger player base and people. It's like what any game really faces. Yeah. But I mean, when you're in NFTs, when you're in a space that besides people that are there just to make money, getting them to like support and come back and play something like that is always going to be so tough.
I said for Goomble's specifically, I felt like if it would have been great as a mobile game.
Right? Yeah, that's where we saw it the most.
If it was just fully mobile, I think it would have done better or well. Because I couldn't see myself personally sitting down on the computer to play it, but I could definitely see myself on the phone playing it, chilling. Because it was fun enough to do that, in my opinion. If I'm going to take the time to sit down on my computer, I'm going to play something different. That's Absolutely. Where I thought maybe it fell short a bit on. If it was integrated mobile and worked well, or they got that worked out, I think that would have done better. And
there's been so many of those too, where we're like, this looks like something I would play on my phone. Like I would mess around with this on my phone. I'm not going to sit down on my computer, especially not in something that's requiring me to do it a couple times a week usually or something to really get the full value out of it. It just isn't, unless there is
tower defense game,
higher, like more monetary rewards for it. Like if they are giving me more money back for that time, then you have a little more incentive. But if it's like I actually want to be entertained just by a game, that definitely I think leaned on the side. It's been a long time since I played balloons and like sat down like on my parents' computer for like 5 hours. So yeah, if I'm gonna play something if I have time to game, I'm probably gonna play something that gets me a little more engaged. That's like an easy waiting in line kind of game or something, or I'm riding in the back of an Uber and I have like 20 minutes to the airport.
Pivoting a little bit on the topic of gaming, I saw this meme the other day for Call of Duty. They said they should add this setting. It said, check this box for employed or unemployed. So when you go to play the game, you don't
or matchmaking,
like 14-year-olds you can play, like-minded working people that want to play this for 3-4 hours and then get off.
I have not played a Call of Duty in a while. I guess I still play some like Overwatch every once in a while, and I've messed around in like Marvel Rivals, and that feeling goes both ways. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I fucking wrecked those kids that game, and it's like they probably just got out of 7th grade and I just destroyed them. Or it's the other way around where I just can't hang at all. I'm just way too slow.
Yeah, I have dad hands now. It's bad.
Yeah, I'm just out of practice, and it's weird because it feels like when we were in that I guess 16 to like 22. Especially like your pursuit of diamond and stuff, Tommy, when you're going for diamond in, what was that, Black Ops 2, I think the first one we were, because we're old, that was the first one we were doing it in. and just crushing guys, and and even especially when we were teenagers, and we like, you'd be in VC with the guys or in the game chat, and they say they're in college or some shit like that, and you're just a squeaky 14-year-old. But now it's the other way around, where I'm just getting like smashed, and I just hear like some 15-year-old kid yelling at me. It's like, I'm not turning my mic on. I'm not saying shit. Nope.
About now. I agree, Dilly. If they had some
Balloons is fantastic.
Crypto token, 100%.
That's something about Balloons has held on. Like, it's been a game that's been around for like 15 years now, and people still keep playing it now, even the old ones. Obviously, they've gotten like a lot more in depth, but
unfortunately, that's what people want. They say they don't want that. They want to play to earn. They want a way to earn some form of cryptocurrency when they're playing a crypto or Web3 game. I mean, that's just what we want, really, because their visuals or their gameplay is not up to a Web2 standard, in my opinion, yet. So if you're going to bring people to play it, let them earn something. Let them get a little revenue out of that.
Otherwise, what's going to, I just feel like it's so it's not like considered as much like trying to pull people away from outside of crypto. I know that's what the goals are, but then they just kind of design something and they're like, we're the first ones on Cardano. And it's like, yeah, that's not enough to get someone to download all this bullshit to play it.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything to them unless you're giving them money back for it.
100%.
Otherwise, even people on the blockchain still choose other games, other social media, other things to engage with, unless they're getting some sort of return generally.
Or even if they treat it like an arcade, right? You go to an arcade, you got to put, back in the day, you put quarters in, that's how you play the game. But you could win tickets in return. But this return could be, you put, let's say, 100 ADA or a whole soul in there, but you could win more than that by playing this game and winning. But you have to be skilled about it. It has to be a little more advanced play if you want. And you can earn from it.
What's that? And their money. Tickets that's the name of their on-chain coin. That's not bad.
Tickets?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, there's definitely been one called Tickets, but if you tied it directly to your project, all right, no one steal that in chat.
Like a David
Who's in here right now? Wait, let's get a list of people in here just in case we see any of them come up with a project called Tickets.
Actually, the name of the game is good.
Check.
Oh, you're really low, Tommy?
I'm low.
Low, yeah, super low. Barely hear you over the music.
Running.
All right, hold on. That's making progress then.
Much better now. Honestly.
What's Soul at right now, TJ? Like 120?
146.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, I just watched this token Bitcoin this whole time. Bitcoin Wizard Apple Hunter. It's at 1 million, 1.2. I watched it run from like 100K.
We're not going to do that again live on stream.
I know. What the hell? Save button. Oh my god.
I miss those days, to be honest with you.
What the shit?
We got deeper into the trenches at such a weird time, and it skewed my view overall of like the health of the marketplace, because just how everything had multiple coins a day were hitting 1 million, no problem. And
Dilly, really? Are you serious? I'm watching this thing run right now.
There we go. What's it at right now, TJ? What'd you say the market
cap's at? 1.25 mil, bro. It's ripping.
He has 2%. There we go.
That's
Beljar, I'm sorry about that. It's not a great night for us. We're just getting back into the swing of it. We're a little rusty, wiping the rust off.
Just found us. Rip. Am I still low?
You sound good now. You sound perfect.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even click on any information about it. I just noticed a couple wallets buying it. I didn't do any research while we were starting the stream. Oh, that makes sense. Damn it.
What's it called again? I slimed your kids or something at Nickelodeon?
Bitcoin Wizard Apple. What the shit?
Bitcoin Wizard Apple.
All right. I think I'm back, boys.
I'll scan it at Crypto Hands in the F35.
All right. I'm back, boys.
Buy at your own risk.
I feel like TJ can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've been trying to jump into the conversation. You guys just been going.
I don't want you to be in the conversation.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, he's having a conversation with Dilly right now. It's just between you and me now, Tommy.
All right. I was trying to do a real-time diagnostic on my mic system this whole time.
It actually worked. Sounds great now. So, I mean, was it worth it? I don't know, but it worked.
Honestly, I listened to it like back on the YouTube. I clicked over on another tab and listened to it, and I would have probably just turned it off had I been listening to that. Probably. I
mean, to be fair, I would probably have just turned it off still.
Just in general. Yeah. Fair enough.
I am Bill Jar. Yo, 1.8 mil just touched. Are you serious?
TJ, pull up your screen or something. What are we talking about?
I got you. Let me get you. Screen share.
What are we talking before we get into whatever other things we're talking about?
This.
Blah?
Yeah.
What's the why is blah a thing? What's the narrative behind this?
Well, he said it's the same playbook as Unicorn Fart Dust, which is some older guy went on stream and was promoting it. I'm assuming it's the same thing because when I click on the link, I haven't really seen it yet.
Though.
Oh, I know. It's ripping.
Where'd you see it first, TJ?
I saw it right around here-ish.
Beautiful, yeah.
And I just kept it up. What time is it? Yeah, right when the stream was starting. 8:54 it said. That's when I was looking at it.
Oh man, I wish I would have seen it. See, I've been seeing a bunch of these things. Sometimes I'll watch like some of the wallets we track, buy into stuff, and I watched like a few of them hit like a 4, 5, 10x on some shit like throughout the weeks. Yeah. And I just looked at it and I'm like, that's cool. I wish I would have done something about it. And then just kind of like go back to like live.
Oh, you bought here? Damn. I do that all the time though. I hesitate to buy because I'm afraid to lose. That's been my issue.
Yeah.
And I'll just literally watch something like this run. Might run to 10 million right now and we're just watching it.
Yeah, I remember doing that back when it was just wild, back in like the January to February. And dude,
that's you, TJ. You got
my pennies and GG. I never deposited them back.
Honestly, if you would have held the Vine one though, you could have made your money back.
I would have made a few $1,000 back, yeah, for sure.
Because it ran to 62 mil on Sunday again.
For what though? Why?
I don't know. Ran.
Dude, he's locked again for like another month or whatever.
I fumbled Troll on Easter because I couldn't watch the chart, bro. Oh my gosh, that one destroys me.
Shadow was going nuts with that one.
Shadow and FOMO. It's like 30 mil right now. I got in at 369K. Sold for barely a 2x. Closed out the chart because it was Easter and I don't want to look at the chart with the family. And then checked back there that night. It was like at 3 million. I'm like, sweet.
Damn. That's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, that's, dude, you're going to have those though, you know? It was a rough market.
I was telling myself that like 6 months ago and was like, one of these is going to hit. And then I just kept doing it.
Mine hit the ones that I had and I just fumbled them. Dude, I just got greedy.
I made money on Doomer tonight, though. Definitely took profits out of that. So I got a little small whatever bag left. But
we had some real greedy runs, Tommy, where we would be in it real low. And then I feel like would like use a second wallet and buy it again. Like
like double.
You get into like 100K and then like be like, it hit 1 million. I bought more at 1 million because this thing's going to hit like 10 million. So
and then it would just go down.
And then it would crash. And I'd miss on both.
Right back down. Yeah.
Or a couple, I mean, even knowing that we're like, hey, look, we know what we're doing. Only do this if you're like a trained professional. And then you sell one early to buy into another one, thinking it's going to hit faster, then put it back in the other one. The other one takes off and you got fucked. TJ, mute your Telegram, please.
Is that TJ's or is that mine? It's just like
it's not mine. I don't hear anything on my Telegram.
Something's beeping. Whoever's sharing screen.
That's all T.
Oh, I don't hear any sound on my screen.
It could be me, Tom. I don't know what other settings I've got going on right now.
Bro, look at this thing. Ripping 2x when I pulled it up the chart.
This is what we do these days.
Watching myself retire in real time. Dilly,
yeah, there's another alert.
Yeah, I just heard that. That's not me.
It's me?
Yeah, something's
I don't hear it. I'll mute it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't hear it, dude. We hear it. It's okay. It's fine.
You got to keep us updated on that, though.
Yeah. Well, that'll be our.
I remember that old guy that was talking about fart dust. There was a bunch of copycats right after that. I mean, as there always are, but where he just thought he's just like, yeah, I'm a boomer. I'm gonna go do this, and then and just like talk about these, and people were like, fuck yeah, back the boomer.
Well, I'll bring up the pump fund.
Yeah, that's
little
quality
info
entertainment, right, Dilly? Absolutely, for sure. Watching your charts just go up live.
Bro, I miss those days. I think I'm still in greed 3 that I never sold anything and just waiting for that to just one day resurrect. And I haven't put anything back in.
So this is, I guess,
where's Bird Flu at right now?
Bird Flu. What is this? Bitcoin Wizard Apple Hurler?
Yep. He's 44 years old, 13-year-old son. He's always trenching to pay bills.
Does the story really matter at this point?
I mean, they like it.
Follows the
and it says, "Let's pull a UF."
Yeah.
And everybody just sent it, dude.
Everyone's sending it. He's a
Keep us
trencher.
update on that. Dilly, if you start to retire, just throw a little in the chat. We take donations, giveaways. Been a while, dude. We're over here. You know what I feel like is that damn dirt bird on our thumbnail, dude. That's what I feel like. Just please, can you spare some change?
Oh, well, it's not on this thumbnail. They can't see the background.
Oh, well, our other thumbnail here. I'll,
The official one on our Twitter tonight. Yeah.
let me see if I can actually share screen. We're gonna get real wild here.
Oh, I didn't open my Soul Pot case for the day.
That work?
That one. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, this Derp. This is I think it's funny because there's a lot of shit that's been happening since we haven't really streamed. Like ChatGPT's like big update like a couple months ago really like took off where people were just going nuts with like the Ghibli like art anime style. Everything became that. Then it became like clay stuff and like other random shit that people just kept posting things in. And both of these images came from either one of my Dirtbird NFTs or my Mallard order NFTs. It's just funny that these aren't even real NFTs. They're just AI generated versions of them. But
I didn't know you made those, Tommy.
Yeah. Those
Oh,
are
okay.
from me.
Awesome.
Yeah, those were we've been having some fun with it, dude. And then the Mallard order one, I just love the way that looked. It came out so good. Honestly, I like it better than my actual Mallard, if I'm being real.
It's like a felt one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it looks great.
But yeah, shout out to
The derps they somehow made look weirder and scarier.
No, I my prompt to that was make my derp look as dried up and used and poor as possible. That was my prompt.
It looks like something from like when you were a kid and you read like 100 scary stories to read in the dark. It looks like something to be on the cover.
Yeah, I can see that.
I love the Mallard though. I mean, so much that I didn't know you made it. I thought it was something from that.
Yep.
You sent these. I was like, I'm not gonna even bother scrolling. I just went into Dirtbird to find the season 2 announcement there. That's what that is in the background.
That is a season 2 there, and I haven't fully announced everything of it, but you do see a 4th character that's going to be there. The Vamps from that vampire invasion they've acquired from Bajewski way back in the day. You're going to actually be able to mint, like go on missions and mint new NFTs in the collection. Which will be a first for them, like inside their little app.
That's kind of dope.
So yeah, you can trade in existing ones or go get some new ones, dude, and add them to your squad. Yeah, it was just a little quick updates. The only thing I've been doing NFT wise has just been fucking around with my derps. And,
what would a derp vampire be?
you want to see? They've got some
Derpire?
Oh, you were going with the name. I was gonna say you want a visual on it, but yeah, I got you. You want to see what they're
Verp?
Verp could work.
Vampirds?
Vampirds. Okay. I don't know where all their shit is, dude. It's over in the Discord somewhere.
I think I like Derpire the most.
Dirt buyers. It's not bad.
They have so much good nonsense on their feed.
I'm trying to find out where the hell they did a preview for it. Otherwise, all I see is the problem with the Derp Discord too is that all their shit is AI. Like if you look in there, like there's literally like a whole second lore because like Quarter Water and a bunch of them over in there, they can just use ChatGPT and they've literally been able to do so much stuff. I think Lua, one of the devs in there for Dirtbirds, I made him his PFP with ChatGPT in there. And today, like the servers broke and we threw a little thing in there. So that's all I've been doing with NFTs. Just been playing around with fucking derps, which I've enjoyed. Their season ended today, which is the 1.5.
1.5.
So, hey, shout out to myself. If you want to see some grinding here, look at this leaderboard. Shout out to Corral over here, 1. Nightbait snuck in today and Little Thunder top 3. But then if you scroll down not too far here, number fucking 14.
Damn, number 14.
Hey, just made the cutoff.
But number 1 in our hearts, you know what I mean?
Always.
Slumber Shark right there, 13.
Dude, I'm curious how many fucking people actually played this season too. It's the first
And then the 0.5 season, that was kind of like they didn't really change up a lot from 0.1. It was just kind of like a reset to start over and give you something new to work towards until 0.2 or season 2 goes in, which will actually have some changes and some new things with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the new changes. Sorry, I was just looking at the last thing. There were 252 players this season. It was like 400 last. It's not bad when shit really just got uninteresting for a little while over these last few months. But yeah, this is kind of like their filler season right now. but they made a few different changes, which basically bankrupted everybody's Derp dollars because you had to craft all new traits with Derp dollars. It's just stuff you get from like, you know, every 5 days or whatever you claim it kind of thing. Or you could trade in your Derp token, not Chad, but Derp. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even want to know the dollar value that I've spent, but I know at one point I bought 10,000 Derp, and now looking at it, it's $245. Like the price of the Derp,
all fake
token,
money. It's magic internet money.
The price of this, Dex
What's
Hunter
that chart?
Dex Hunter does a terrible job with Derp. I need to go to MinSwap to look at the actual.
There's an Etch-a-Sketch or whatever.
Yeah. For some reason, it's all messed up with Dex Hunter. I don't know why. I'd have to go to MinSwap, but I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. But anyway, the price by doing that change this season, it basically bankrupted everybody's Derp dollars, and the price of Derp just kind of went up a lot because of that. So everybody was spending
Smart. I mean, that's what they were trying to do, right?
Yeah, it gave the token a lot of utility, which is usually everybody just burns those tokens. Like shout out to Yummy for all those. It's kind of just slowly decline. Makasi, same thing.
They
didn't have a good economy loop where Derpers actually had a really good one. So you could go in here and craft any of these things that you've been grinding out, which I got a few that I still need to do over here. I just haven't spent. I don't have the money. Like if I want to craft this trait right now, it would cost me $44, so like $8 worth of dollars to craft this one trait right now.
Damn.
Like, do I want to do that, or do like I just want to save $44? You know what I'm saying? Or I want to upgrade my derps. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the thing ended today. That you can get into the Fame shop. It's kind of cool. You get exclusive traits. These are like really high power score traits too. So you get sausage fingers, pickle fingers, and just a claw over there. And then their derp traits were just some like plague coats. And then you can get like power injections, which are like one-time things. You can boost up the score of your derps and make them stronger. You can get new slots, a bunch of different stuff. But yeah, that's what's going on over in Derp World. I've been living my life on a 4-hour schedule, waiting for season 2 over here. So shout out to them, man.
And when you grind for 14th, like how often are you checking in, Tommy?
Every 4 hours.
You do check in every 4 hours? Yeah, you're pretty good at that.
Except for like bedtime.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much throughout the day, like I kind of look at the clock. Sometimes it'd be 5 hours, 6 hours, depending on the day.
I get what you're saying. Though you're checking. It's every day. Is my point.
Like you're on your phone enough where you could do it.
You're engaging with it every day. Yeah.
You could set it to 12 hours or 24 hours. Like you didn't have to do every 4 hours. You just earned more if you did every 4 hours. So that's what I did, and now I made a big push. And then if you crafted traits too, you got a boost. So I crafted some traits to get up there. But basically, the threshold for that tier of like rewards was 15. So that's why I was grinding to get there. So I got it within the top 15.
Makes sense.
But yeah, no, that's testament to some of the NFTs that still do well over here. Like gives you something to do even when shit's kind of boring. It keeps it fun. And I think that's why Derps have always done so well. So I'm excited for their season 2 because I know they've been pushing this, getting ready to push this for a while. And they got a lot of stuff that's coming out. Hopefully they'll get into some cross-chain stuff here in a bit, which will be fun. Because we could get out of this little bubble we're in, man. That's for sure. And outside of that, I think the other one too was Mallard Order that we were talking about.
Mallard Order.
They have these new felt mallards. They look great, actually.
Yeah, the felt mallards is where you want to be.
Did you do a Chat GPT, or do you use something else still, Tommy, from when you had
that was Chat GPT for the mallard.
That makes sense. Did you guys make an action figure version of yourself?
I got here before I don't want to give away all my Chat GPT stuff. I have no idea what I'm searching right now.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, okay. Here, I'll pull up. There's one thing. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
These were what I was doing. So this is that dried up derp, Tom, that was on the thumbnail. That's this right here. That's where he came from. We were just messing around with like I think there was like a blow up like final kind of thing. I think I saw this from a kid called Beast. Actually, somebody gave me the prompt. I was just fucking around.
Send me that prompt. I want that prompt.
Yeah, I could do that. But it does a pretty good job with my little super derp and stuff like that. It does a good job. I even took our F35 logo and yeah, it blew it up right there. I have some other ones too. I was trying to find the Mallard one. The Mallard one was cool. Let's see if I have. You guys been messing around with this shit at all?
I have not done that yet. No, I was actually gonna do that right now, so don't forget.
I paid the $20 for it, but it's up to you guys. Like, okay, here you go. You want to see some shit?
Are you talking about ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT all the time. I thought you were talking about staking your Mallard. Sorry.
No, sorry. We were back last
Oh
chat.
yeah, I use ChatGPT sometimes. It's not bad.
Yeah, I use it all the
I
time.
made
the fur logo.
Use it for your notes, TJ.
I actually do. I tweak
sister
my
does.
assessments a lot now.
That looks really cool. You guys want to start a
rug company?
Boy Scout troop?
Yo, that looks good.
It doesn't look bad, right? They did another one too. Yeah, we were fucking around with it. Then I started messing around with my Derp a little bit, just the Fafa rocket. I had a couple of these I was fucking around with. Just whatever. Had the little. That kind of looks like something from Monsters Inc., doesn't it? Somewhat. Nah.
Looks a little scary. That
This one I tried doing my picture right here, and this. I don't know what streamer he looks like, dude. It's like kind of like a Tim the Tap Man, little fat man. Kind of what it looks like to me. This one, that one didn't really look exactly like it was. I tried doing an old money bill and did it. This was like when the little fur thing was going on.
Yeah,
for a bit. But there eventually we got to the Mallard. This is where I was trying to get to, and then I kicked out that.
I think that looks good. I like that.
Looks 10 times better than that. And then this was Lua from Derp Birds, one of the devs. This was his PFP that we generated. So it was funny. Anyway, let's go back to Mallards real quick. But yeah, Mallard Order's been making the rounds. They did a whole stream. Demosthenes went live. They posted a big Medium article. He was on Jason Block is Hot, the only Cardano streamer left talking about NFTs and shit over here. And they've got their new staking website, which is through Ada Anvil. So you can go and stake for Rune right now. And they're going to be revamping this to like a V2 token that's going to actually have a liquidity pool. That's going to be tied.
That's huge.
Which they never had before. Yeah, there's going to be a V2 token. So you're going to have to swap it over. I think there's like a vesting period or like a staking type period that like emissions like go out over time. They're going to have something called a conduit, which is going to be like an all-in-one dashboard that's going to show you all their revenue sources from like their comics, because they have another comic mint coming out to raise up some funds. They're going to have like IRL events, their print shop, a bunch of different things, and you'll be able to see in real time, I guess, all their revenue, and then a portion of that revenue will go back into their liquidity pool, and they'll kind of replenish it. So if you're using Rune, you kind of investing a little bit. I guess they wouldn't say investing, but you know what I'm saying.
Number 2 comics. I like that though. Those are some of the things I like that you had to wait a little bit, but sometimes that's all right if it is for the right purpose, so they get things together and do it right. So I like that they announced a few of those. That's awesome. I'm kind of excited about the comic. I didn't actually buy one of the comics.
I got 2 of them.
I got a few of them actually. I got one of like the rarer covers, like the number 4 issue, which was supposed to be rare, to some degree. It's like one of the rare covers. But yeah, they've been doing like the Raiders Guild is the other big thing that they have going on right now.
That's what they've been focusing on in that meantime. Yeah, absolutely,
dude. And it gets engagement.
They've been crushing them, honestly.
The Raiders Guild. I mean, dude, if you post on that, you get a lot of engagement. They do a good job about that. And the best part about that too is if you actually are engaged, you can make some ADA.
Xamander.
You showed us when you were doing it quite a bit. I think you had like 10 ADA on it or something, but
I haven't checked it in a while. I should have been doing it because I would have been up to like 50 ADA. I'll accept whatever.
And then one day when ADA is 75 cents again.
Honestly, that's not bad for like clicking buttons that you normally would be doing.
Retweeting on Twitter, yeah, it's not a big deal. And
right
on Twitter.
I think I'm gonna keep doing this. But yeah, no, the Raiders Guild's dope. You can like look at. You just start raids over here. I think,
and that goes back to what TJ, you and me were literally talking about to start it, where like to get people to go and engage with something on a regular basis. If you want them to come back and have active users, it either needs to be a lot of fun for them, or they feel it's fun, or cash money. You put ADA back in their pocket. And I don't know, it's kind of one of those nice recipes too, where you're not getting $500 to where you're just be like, oh, I'm taking this out right away. It's $500. I want it. Where it's enough where you're like, hey, I'm going to use this for things like when you're playing Derp Birds, Tommy. And it's like, all right, I made 58 of doing this. I'm just going to put that in Derp Birds easy peasy because I want to play that as well without having to actually spend my own money. It just came from Yeah, the raids. All right, now come on, Tommy.
Sorry, I was got.
Yeah, TJ live trading for Wizards of Waverly Place over here, and Tommy's doing his.
No, I was
raid.
literally doing I was doing a raid. I was doing exactly what Tommy. I'm in the Raiders Guild right now.
What's
gotta
that
get
chart
in
up
there
to, Tommy?
first.
TJ, you saw that open in another screen?
My tab, I see it's at 2.8 now. Damn, it's
It was
ripping.
1.25 when we first looked at it.
It's ripping.
Bro, Anax Commander, bro. What is
Up
up?
to 3x?
When I saw
Yeah,
it, it's
I haven't seen fucking chat. My
over
bad,
at
dude.
10x.
What's everybody going? What's everybody saying back in the day?
Rez was saying that felt Tommy looked like you and TJ did the fusion dance from DBZ.
Okay.
Damn, Dilly, you haven't sold
Why not do
anything?
that? We should make a TikTok of it.
I like your enthusiasm. I don't know what that means, Slimmer Shark. I like your enthusiasm. That's you,
Should
man.
have bought. I'm such a coward.
Wow. I'm like in between two different modes. I'm in like NFT mode mixed with just fucking DJ and trench mode going on.
Bro,
And I kind of like the trench mode, but I just have not exposed there right
You-
now.
you want a free like trench, get some soul mode for free? Go to soulpot.com, man. You get a daily
Soulpot?
case. Yeah, and you can enter live airdrops throughout the day for free. Everything's free.
Is this gonna just hack my computer, bro?
You just got to give him your seed phrase. It's not a big deal.
It's not gonna do your seed phrase. You can enter jackpots and do coin flips too. But if you want to do everything for free, you literally just connect it. Dilly said /Dilly. I'm gonna post my link here.
Bro, I was trying to share my screen over here and look at this shit live with you guys. This is it.
Yeah, if you feel like daily shit, Tommy, all you gotta do is just sign up, connect your wallet, join their Discord, and then that's it. You just open daily cases.
What am I betting on?
You don't have to bet. If you want to keep it free, you can keep it free.
I don't know what that means. Like, what are we talking about right now?
So if you connect your wallet, go ahead. Did you sign up?
No, I didn't sign up.
All right, we'll click
Connect
my link.
my Phantom. Hold on, let me pull that over here.
Watch me win real quick. Are you on coin flip, Dilly?
Dude, I don't even remember my password to my soul on it.
I actually had to transfer over one of my old Nami wallets that I hadn't done to the Lace wallet and had like 14.
I had to
15
do that too.
I was like, all right, cool.
It freaked me out for a second because I thought I wasn't
Oh,
gonna.
I
work.
gotta sign up with an email, bro.
Yeah,
What is
There's
this?
man sitting in it. I'm just sitting there.
Use my code, Lazy T.
Hold on, what's my name? Jake Paul. Freedom 35ers, dude. What's your code?
Lazy T. LAYZTEE.
LAYZTEE.
Yep.
All right. We're doing this live here for you guys. Display name's already taken, dude.
Damn.
All right. Winner. Coin flip. All right, TJ, what am I doing? Let's start playing.
Go to your daily case. I already opened mine, or I will show you.
All right.
Join the Discord.
Ugh.
Once you do this, this will be just like a routine thing you can add to your Dirtbird shit. It's free.
All right.
With your luck, you're gonna win 10 soul by the end of the week.
That's true, actually.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah, exactly.
Open case. Oh, please verify my email, guys. What are we doing here?
We're going through the process. Oh, join the airdrop.
yeah.
It's free. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I just joined it.
I feel like I don't know what's going on.
You can join that in a second once you verify your email. He's gonna win 10 soul, Dilly, for sure. He absolutely will. I've been getting 25 SP forever. The only money I ever won was 0.01
All right, we're opening.
live. Then join the airdrop.
All right, you must connect your Discord account and join our Discord group. What?
That's where they get you.
Go to your account. Go to your account top right.
Okay.
We'll join the airdrop first.
Like, where is that at, dude?
Right there, middle top left screen.
All right, done. Join the airdrop. All right,
Boom.
back to
3
account.
lines. Go to count. Options. Scroll down. All right, you are in the Discord. So go to their Discord, I guess, and join the group. I don't know.
Oh, I gotta go in here. Hold on, I wasn't joined in the Discord.
You probably didn't verify.
Mm-hmm. All right, giveaways, events, free case updates next. I agree. Let's go.
We'll do Mikasi next, David.
I promise you, I'll do it, dude.
I just want to see what if he wins, which he probably will. Like he
All right,
always
so how
does.
do I get in here? Okay. I don't want to connect my Twitter.
Now do the daily case.
All right.
All right, see what he gets. If you win 10 soul, I'm gonna smash my keyboard.
10 soul. Come on.
All right, 25 SP. That's what I get to.
What's SP?
I don't know what it's for yet. They haven't told us what it's for yet, but I have
think it's
600 of it.
All peanuts.
Oh, what's the most anybody's won on this that you guys know?
Oh, you can win. Look at Dilly right there. He's playing. He's flipping, or he's jackpotting. What is he doing? He's jackpot.
What's that?
So you can wager a bet. You can put like 0.01 for that jackpot of 1 soul if you wanted to.
If I place a bet, must be greater than 0.01.
Yeah.
Oh. 0.02?
Yeah, but it'll tell you the percentage of your chance of win.
Oh, I don't have any money. I think I got rid of all my shit out of my soul account. Yeah, I got $1.85 left in here, bro.
Well, that's the concept for this jackpot one. Sometimes they'll do a giveaway for tickets to do it.
All right, we're doing it 0.01, TJ.
Damn, it's at 7.7 soul right now. Damn.
All right, I see Dilly in there.
Let's see who wins. Who wins? Who wins?
Oh, baby.
This is legit gambling.
Who won? Damn it, Zamza.
No.
Okay.
Dilly. Let's see if Dilly wins.
Oh, it's no mate.
Oh, no, mate.
I didn't even see me.
Damn, he bet 2.9 and he won 7.9 soul. That 0.003 guy almost won too. Jeez.
I put in 0.01 and just went in 7 soul. All right. Damn, this is dangerous.
It's fun though. It's cool. You don't even have to do any of those
right now,
things.
30 seconds.
Yeah, you already joined it, so it's worth 0.3 soul. But they had those airdrops throughout the day. I don't know the time frame. If you just sit on the site and join it, it's free.
Okay. All right, it's just gambling. All right, I feel you. Let's speak Mikasi, guys. I'm working tomorrow. Hold on, we got 10 seconds left over here, Dave, and then we'll jump into some Mikasi. Let's see.
See if you win.
Where do you see the winners for that?
It should come up top right. Like in your statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Transactions. Or it should notify you. It's done.
Yeah,
30 notifications.
Definitely not me.
You didn't win. I didn't win either. But that's cool.
So every day
Cool
I
little
just
site.
log in.
Every day you log in, the daily case, hit the live airdrop it whenever you see it.
God, this is where the DGen chain I love.
They have coin flips too, and you can play against people, not even just like the computer, which is kind of cool.
All right, that was fun.
Just 50-50 coin flips, PvP.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty
Wow.
dope. You can challenge someone. You wager the same amount each, and then you flip it.
All right.
That is dangerous.
It was just gambling in school. Just gonna start throwing dice.
See, my problem is I would hit one and then it would just hook me like the casino.
100%.
So they get you.
See, I'm hearing notifications now because I left the tab up. It's hearing boom. Like the jackpot's up right now.
That's just for you. I'm not hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were hearing earlier on TJ's?
Maybe.
No, I figured out what was going on. I had like you guys coming through my headphones here, but my computer sound was going through my other headset, which I didn't have on, obviously, so I couldn't hear anything. So I fixed that. I'm a minor. Thanks for shilling gambling.
All right. Well, David Anderson, man, real quick. This is for you, man. We appreciate you tuning in. Quick update, I guess. We can make this quick, somewhat. At least give thoughts. This is one of the things that happened. This happened on March 21st. Damn it. Wow.
I think we looked at that.
Forever
No,
ago.
we saw this before we
No, we never did.
went off air, didn't we? Maybe you just sent it to me.
We
then.
never
Okay.
streamed. The last time we streamed was in February.
What?
We didn't do all of March and April. That's not true.
That's not true.
I think so, bro.
That's
No,
not
because I was down
No.
in South Florida, Miami in early April, and I missed a stream.
The last time we were live
Don't check.
Besides
I'm
this,
lucky.
was okay. Hold on.
Yeah, like April
March.
14th.
Okay, March 3rd
April.
was the last time. Sorry, I was a week off.
There's no way.
Yeah, so there's a way.
Damn, March 3rd? Really? That
Yep.
was more than 5 weeks then, huh?
Yeah, we took a few weeks off, boys. But yeah, this was one. So this happened 3 weeks. Yeah, it was happened 3 weeks after that. We're over here like that wasn't that long ago. Dude, yeah. So this was one of the ones. It's crazy. This arc. This isn't anything like surprising to me, to be honest with you. Like knowing what was going on.
Zoom in on that because you can't read that at all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really trying to make it something that everybody could read. if they
There
want.
we go.
But yeah, no, basically Makasi, if you know them, they were one of the first games that were actually like live on Cardano. And they had a lot of like groundbreaking features, if we're being honest. And if you actually see my computer right here, you can see that I still have the game. I probably should uninstall that. But I have that sitting on my computer at the moment. But yeah, this was one of the first games on Cardano that was actually playable, that actually you could connect a wallet to and get real assets that weren't just like placeholders. They were actually customized to whatever NFT you had in your wallet. Like if you had a certain trait, like your little cat thing had like those traits in game. So I think there was like a lot of, at first they had a lot going for them. And they even had a fun, like a game economy loop at one point, which was mainly like get the tokens, the MCOS, like grind out your little cats, like, go harvest your land, do all that little game stuff, that you could get that MCOS token, build up your lands, blah, blah, blah. And you could sell that MCOS token. So much so that if you guys remember like AJ Goldman way back in the day in the Cardano space, he had like all the one-of-ones and like some of the very top ones. And he literally had employed people that would farm. I literally created a separate account. I had a farming account under them where like some person in another country would play this game under your login and just grind for you all day. And so much so that you would it was profitable at one point. So
That was such a
You
Web2
even
situation
did,
because
an
people did that in other
apprentice
games.
on someone, didn't you, Tommy?
what was that?
You did you played underneath someone for like a week, didn't you?
No, I had somebody playing underneath me.
I thought you played under someone's at first. Okay.
No, I have my own, and I still have all of them. I haven't sold them. That's the dumb part about all this. But yeah, anyway, the whole thing is they basically said, their financial situation over the last like year and 2 years, whatever. Remember they had that card sale a couple years ago in the summer, and just didn't sell out. I think they sold like maybe like 5,000 ish plus of the 15 to 20,000.
It was like a third of them. Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
But originally, weren't they not going to sell all? They were only going to do like 10K at first.
I think they went to
only got,
10K. I think they went to like after demand just wasn't there.
Yeah.
They were like on that downtrend, like just before like NFTs really fell off.
They were a
And,
little expensive at the time, I think, too.
yeah, it was like a few hundred ADA or whatever it was, just to even mint out a pack. So anyway, so they didn't have money over the last few years. They haven't raised any funds in that time. They haven't sold any of their token team, and I guess people are calling them a rug, all this stuff. But basically, what they said is they just can't continue right now with what they've had, and they don't want it to die. They put all their money in. They haven't sold any of the tokens. They've just been working on this to try to get it going. They haven't been taking salary, blah blah blah. But they were looking for serious proposals from anyone to take over the project and kind of put out that thing, which set off the space for a little bit, for a few weeks, and then it kind of just boiled down, fizzled out. But am I surprised? No. I mean, I think this is going to happen, and I did say this, I think, on multiple projects. We'll see this, especially ones that started in 2021 when we were around, like first getting into it. Like if they're still here, either the team figured a good way to raise revenue or like raise enough to survive, or they've got like an established model where they're actually earning some sort of revenue. So this one, not surprising to me. It sucks, I guess, for anybody who was like deeply invested in it, but there is an update they posted, like I said, a few days later, where they got a bunch of different offers from individuals, people to take over. They're working with people. That was the last update that I've seen. I haven't been over in the Discord. So my thoughts, not surprised. There just wasn't the gameplay loop wasn't fun. Outside of the fact that if I'm just doing this so that I can potentially earn some money, like IRL, like that was the gameplay loop that was fun for people. And when that dried up and there just wasn't worth your time, and either people play games for enjoyment or they plan to gain something from it. And when neither of them were really hitting, everything kind of just fizzled out, and people were hoping for something more. The PvP game never really made its way out. They never got that going. So it is what it is. It sucks. But hey, they tried.
They had a game that worked too. I mean, it looked.
Yeah,
I liked how the game looked. It was nice. I mean, their main NFT art style, I didn't think was bad. It wasn't, exactly my style. But I think they transferred that or transitioned that into a game very well, and they had something that looked good in that environment. And I think also when you are making a game, them Goombas, like, they're going to hire people on. They're going to need help with developing. They're going to need help with testing. There are probably going to be areas that the team is just not, skilled in, doesn't have the experience. And if they have coders at all to start with the main dev team of it, or if they're going all outside hires to make the game, and that's going to cost them part of the profits that they made in those early stages. And if they can't bring that back up, then they're like, okay, well, we spent all the money. The next phase didn't kick off and we didn't make any more money. So now we're just doing this for free, essentially.
And that's what happened to a lot of teams. A lot of teams tried to get that next min out, or things just didn't quite go their way. And instead of them just being like, yep, that didn't work, we're going to close up shop. They kind of just try to ride it out and see if things would get better. Maybe the price of ADA would go up. We're supposed to be in this bull run right now, but it just never panned out that way. And they kind of are just like, all right, well, we can't really do anything anymore. We're not going to keep working on this for free. So maybe somebody else wants it. We tried. If not, it was a good run, guys.
Dilly said, bright side is that you could be Yuga Labs and put 250 million into Metaverse and have it end up the exact same way.
Hey, exactly. Imagine.
250 million. Oh my gosh, bro, that's nuts.
Isn't that crazy? And to be honest, fair, Tom, you're right. Like, this game didn't look bad for what it was.
It looked good. I mean, it wasn't anything, again, like a lot of it, like parts of this just look like Farmville on Facebook from 2012. But that doesn't look bad. I don't think it was something very different in the Cardano space that actually worked. I think a lot of people had similar adjacent ideas to this, but they never did it. They were just ideas.
It was all the speculation and hype.
They were just in their white paper. They actually made all this stuff and had all these different assets. And that's, similar to, like, we're seeing Derp Birds. The difference is Derp Birds in between that found a way to continuously make some money as they're developing and paying people to do these things, because they got those miners online. And were able to build like their own kind of self-funding from that. Whereas I just think these other projects had to pay out to get help and didn't get the profits back in for their second and third phase.
Yep. And unfortunately, I just see this happening for the majority of these projects that all attempted something. It's just never is going to quite pan out. I think there's
Do you think it would have been better another chain?
I just think it would have been better. Yeah, they would have done better had this been on another chain, and that was still in that window when NFTs were somewhat relevant, like summer of 23.
Even us, like, we kind of jumped on that train late for them too. I feel like not all of Cardano was really invested in Makasi. They never really looked into what they had going on. I feel like they didn't get enough attention they deserved.
No, they were ahead of their time, I think, for where they were at. To be honest, they were.
I agree.
And it's unfortunate. It just is what it is, man. It's pretty crazy though that they had, working game, actual assets they built themselves. Like I was saying, like your NFTs, whatever they looked like, they actually were transferred into a 3D model that you could play in game. That alone is 10 times more than what any of these projects ever have done or could do.
100%.
So, I mean, you can give them credit where credit's due there, but outside of that, man, sucks. It didn't work out. Maybe something.
Look at the last post, Tommy. They did say that, which I think a lot of projects have also said. No, not that one. I thought they had a tweet that was, saying that quite a few people had been interested already, and they had.
This one?
No, I thought it was after that. Their most recent one. Yeah, there it is. That was it. I'm sorry, that one was it. See, we have received not in the actual picture, but in the actual post itself, several offers. That was also at the end of March, so it's like
they haven't updated since. So
if they have several offers, you'd think that hopefully, I mean, it could just be that they were like asking for a crazy amount, trying to,
or maybe they aren't trying to ask for that much at all. And they just are like, here, somebody take it. It's if you can do something with it. If AJ Goldman comes out and just says, "Yo, I got this game, I'm out." Not buying, dude. I'm done. Sorry, AJ. Not happening. But yeah, there you go. There's McCossie. Here's our thoughts. Hope that was worth today. Over
another
there,
one
man.
of the OGs, one of the originals early on.
Baru.
Yo, shout out to Eddie Z, man. Eddie, what's up, man? How you been, man?
Eddie Z. Are you still doing Around the Corn?
They are.
Nice.
I haven't checked it, to be honest.
Check it.
Friends?
I haven't checked out anything, to be honest with you.
Corn and Friends. Thank God I only bought one of those.
I had a few.
You got like 10.
Yep.
That's a few for Tommy.
No,
A few is me. The normal amount is just 3. That's a few. Tommy's few is 10 or more.
That
Bro, I
was
got
the
a whole
true
wall
Wild
of
West
shit.
times of NFTs, of just like, yeah, we're gonna try and make it happen. We have no idea what we're doing. We've never done any of this. One person knows like how to do art for real, but has never worked on like the pace of making a show, and also needing writers and voice actors and all that other stuff. Like we were like, oh, who's gonna be the voice actors? Can we do it? And they're just like,
Maybe.
can have like at least an idea?
Possibly you.
No, we're just gonna be getting like $1 million on our NFT launch, and then we'll like have to pay someone or something. But we'll be millionaires, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Other news. I didn't really talk about it, but since it was something that was relevant to this space, if you guys are still paying attention to Cardano, Snek over here got listed on Kraken. Finally, the first big major exchange over here. First Cardano native token that's ever done that. Okay.
They cracked in, huh?
They cracked the code, boys. But yeah, that's pretty actually wild. Congrats to Snek. It's crazy to see.
No,
that's what my biggest fumble that I've had was selling that early. I still can't believe that. I was in the pre-sale. 95. I put 258 in, got 87 million Snek.
That's insane.
That still hurts. What's that worth today still?
87 million. That's 8%.
$258,000. $250,000.
Jump change.
That's nothing.
It was over $1 million at one point.
At one point, it was at least $500,000. It was like 400 and something thousand. I remember looking at it.
Oh, that's nothing. TJ fumbled.
That's what I said. That's jump change, bro.
I'm not saying it's nothing. I'm just saying like,
Yeah, no, not even close.
it's
Still a lot of money. Yes, it's a significant amount that have been life changing. Absolutely. I agree. See, Dilly, I would have held. Yeah, I always say that I wouldn't have held that entire time. 100% would not have.
Yeah, that's
Neither would you
have
have.
to look at it.
You never would have either.
Yeah.
Regardless, you would not have.
258 and you see like, oh man, I'm up like to 10 grand. This is awesome. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
This is going to tank at any moment, knowing how these go because of everything else.
It's got a pretty decent liquidity even still to this day at 9.4 million.
That makes sense.
I don't remember what the liquidity was then, so the crazy part about this was that when it launched, it was literally 3 weeks later, and that was worth, like I said, a couple $100,000. Like it didn't take long. It was almost, it was like a year ago, or 2 years ago. Which is pretty wild to see. But yeah, no, they pushed forward so much inside this space. You got to give them their flowers. The first one, remember Charles was like, we're not going to pay to get on these tier ones. But we'll do it with the midnight token and all this shit. And Snek said, nah, dude, we got it. We'll go ahead and handle that. We don't need your money.
How's Chad doing?
Yeah, Chad's down right now. Ain't doing too good. But still, it's like, I guess it's one of the top.
It's a 2.5 mil. We're not even down that bad, honestly.
No, I mean, I'm saying it's down, like compared to everything's down.
Where's Bank right now?
Bank actually is doing decent.
Are we getting Cardopoly back soon?
Nah.
I don't know. Where the fuck is Bank though?
I'm just going to tap tools, typing it in. Bank. What we got here?
I was just
1.5 mil market cap.
Not bad.
Not bad.
For Cardano, absolutely not bad. I have my multi-chart view. I guess I could have looked at it here, huh? So got Talos is still sitting at a 5.5 mil right now. It changed to
It's actually not bad at all. Wow, that's surprising. I thought it was just gonna die off.
Nope, that's still doing its thing. Chad's
like
at that.
Twitter AI reply bot.
69 million on IAG, and Snek's at 221 million. I mean, dude, everything's down right now. So especially if you're like into Cardano alts, I mean, if you got conviction, if you believe, there's some X's that might be out there, maybe.
Do you know if Snek.fun is working well or no?
I haven't used it at all. If I haven't been using Pump Fun or fucking Bolex or any of that shit, the last thing I'm doing is Snek right now. No offense to Snek itself, but just not doing it, man. I'm not playing that game. But yeah, that's what's going on. Shout out to Snek. Congrats to them. The other part that I don't know if you guys have been seeing any posts at all outside just finishing wrapping up the Cardano arc right now is, you know how everything's over in governance mode at this point?
Yeah,
right?
definitely know that.
I don't know if you guys saw it. There was a tweet from Charles Hoskinson talking about that the roadmap for Cardano was completed in 2020 and that he's been working for free these past 5 years. And because their whole big thing that's going on right now is that they're trying to like establish like with their governance like a budget for all like IOG and Intersect and all these the Catalyst, like Cardano Foundation, all these entities that started Cardano are now like lobbying for more of the budget that they have in the treasury. And people are saying like they're voting against stuff. Like now if you like go to your Eternal wallet and other things, like remember how you used to be able to just get rewards like passively with Cardano, and then you could just like kind of pull them out whenever you wanted?
Drip
like
drop?
No, if you were staked, you had to be staked to a stake pool, like on your Cardano wallet. And if you did that, you could go ahead and get like passive rewards over time. Like anywhere, it used to be up to like almost 4.5%. Now it got down to like closer to like 2.5%, 3%. I think Smog Pool, where I'm at right now, let me see if I want to share my full screen or not. Yeah, fuck it, doesn't matter. I'll show it to you guys real quick. So Smog Pool right here, you can see that the ROI right now is roughly 2.53% at the moment, right? So that's what it's passively earning. But you have to now, in order to, because we're in the governance era now, instead of being just delegated to the stake pool, you actually have to like choose a DREP or a decentralized representative, kind of like a politician kind of thing, like get to delegate to some DREP, or you can abstain and choose not to. But that's how you can start to get your rewards now. Like you have to be part, like that's part of what's going on. I didn't really tell you this stuff, but you kind of just do it. Like it tells you, like, I hate this new Eternal setup. I'm not used to it. It just switched right before we got on, so I'm all thrown off right now. But the main thing that's going on is that people are voting for budgets. And remember, like back in the day of Catalyst, how pretty much Catalyst worked was that based the like the power of your ADA, like how much ADA you held, kind of like swayed like the percentage of like how much vote you could get.
Yeah. Well,
they're now like basically people are starting to like abstain from some things, like I'm talking about not giving IOG or intersecting all these guys as much money as they're asking for, and people were voting against it. And Charles basically was like lobbying, they're, it's kind of politics now, just for governments, they're lobbying to like try to get that money. And he pretty much now was arguing with people on Twitter saying like, hey, look, if we don't get it, that's fine. We'll just stop building on Cardano and we'll move on to something else. And everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? And then that's what prompted him to be like, yeah, the roadmap of Cardano was completed in 2020. I've been working for free these last 5 years, all our engineers. He goes, if you guys don't, if we don't get the budget needed for these people, then we'll just move on and we'll move away from Cardano and build looking for Midnight and all these, the next thing that he's doing. And a lot of people, like the OG people, remember Monad Alexander from Unsick? Yep. He's like, people are starting to see what I've seen a few years ago. Remember he went off like the deep end with Cardano, like just.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, people are finally starting to see what I've seen, and it's interesting, man. Because you think about it, like you're trying to create a new government, essentially a decentralized government, all on chain. And of course, what do people do? They get greedy. They're lobbying the things that are in their best interest, and it's becoming kind of what politics is today. You're just seeing it in real time now as they're trying to start something new. And I thought that was an interesting thing right now. And honestly, it scares the shit out of me with Cardano, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
If
you don't know where it's gonna go with it now, there's no one in control of it.
Nobody's in control, and the people can run it into the ground.
Yep.
Essentially. And I know that obviously there's a lot of people working so that doesn't happen. And there's gonna be a ton of hurdles when you're doing something like this. And if it works out, it could be one of the best things ever, right? The government could adopt it. They could, work with it, similar maybe an XRP or whatever, anything, right? If they've got a proven system. But the gamble you're taking at this point trying to do that it's crazy. And that's got me, like I said, a little nervous these days compared to where it was before.
Do you hold a lot of Cardano still or no?
Do I hold a lot of actual ADA?
Yeah.
Out of like the NFTs?
Mhm.
Not as much as I used to now.
Yeah.
I've actually transitioned a lot of it into Bitcoin.
Oh, interesting.
When is this low?
This low, yeah. What is 95,000 right now?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Well, when it was down to like 78K.
78K was a sweet spot.
I've been DCAing these last few months, just over time. But yeah, I've been buying in at 78. I've been buying at 80, 85, 95. I've just been constant with Bitcoin.
Trying to get one Bitcoin now? No, I'm not being funny. I mean, is that the goal?
I'd love to get one Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Need a few of these jobs that I'm working on right now, kick out a nice little commission in order to get that right now. But
well, damn.
You never know. But yeah, no, I didn't know if you guys saw any of that governance stuff going on. I've been reading it a bunch, and it's obviously caused a lot of controversy inside the space itself. And it's just, I don't know. What do you think about that comment? Like, I've been working for free for the last 5 years. Cardano's completed. And if I don't, if we don't get this funding, then we'll just have to move on.
I mean, it's very weird that they're like playing that side. It's like you could have just kept control, and then you would be able to lead it like you want to, like because now he's just like, well, now I want my way, but I don't have the control of it, so I'm gonna give you like a ultimatum or ransom or something. It's just kind of weird. I mean, it wasn't for free. I mean, he was paying himself, I'm sure, and he had Cardano, he had ADA.
He became a billionaire.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like. So I mean, I guess it also just kind of falls to him at that point. Like, I guess if you just want to leave it and it not become what you wanted it to become, that seems dumb.
So Dev sold, huh?
Well, it's not that he still supports it, right? But then when it comes to him not getting the funding, that's when they're like pressuring people, and there's literally like text messages with people like, we'll censor you, and like things like this, like kind of suppress them to like get them to sway their vote. They've opened up the voting window again. Like, they're making like big pushes to get it to vote in their favor, kind of thing. Kind of game the system a little bit their way. So think about it. It's like backdoor lobbying and shit like that, of like donations, right? Like all your donors that are, hooking you up behind the scenes. What kind of kickbacks you get? It's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what goes on behind closed doors to get what they're asking for. It's on chain. But a lot of this other stuff, it's just the politics of it, dude. So I thought that was interesting. And I don't know if it makes me really bullish on Cardano at all, if I'm being real.
I mean, things don't look good internally like that. It's not usually a good sign of like, they're going to get it back on track and we're going to be millionaires. It's like, shit.
It's like, whoa, hold on. We put the power of the people into the people's hands right now. Like, I don't know if were we ready for that power? I don't know.
No. Absolutely not. No.
So it's funny to me.
I think there's some people that would have, best interest at mind, but overall, no.
Yeah. So what are you guys looking at? Like, if we're being like, where's your stuff at? Like, where?
I mean, when Bitcoin was low, that was nice. And ETH, absolutely. What's ETH up to today?
You're a big ETH fan still?
I mean, when it drops to 1,500, like, I was at 4,000 a few months ago. I'm literally just using my profits to buy back in at that point and get.
So are you just actively trading it? Like you're not hanging on to it. You're just.
The last one I held for a little bit until it hit 4,000 at the end of the year last year.
So I'm timing the market well.
But I thought I was leaving. I was like, I'm gonna get pissed. It's gonna go up to like 10K or something stupid tomorrow. You know, 'cause I always thought we're gonna be early, so I was just like, I'm happy with where it's at right now, and figured out the tax shit and did it. Just so happened that shit kind of went crazy. I
don't think
stuff like that. I mean, everything's on sale essentially. I mean, all stock market's the same way. I think a lot of these, especially the ones that have been around forever, we've seen them go this low. We've seen them go back up just as high and higher. So I think based on what we've seen, I'm confident that it'll go back up, and I'm hoping it will. From where I've gotten back into a lot of things, but you know, who the fuck knows right now in these days? It's only May. So who the fuck knows what's gonna happen?
You know what's crazy to me?
You can't buy anything off AliExpress anymore.
Oh yeah, got some tariffs these days, huh? What's crazy to me about Ethereum, and it just feels like the ancient kind of tech at this point, but I understand, like, you know, obviously you would think it's going to go up from here, but if you've held it over the last year, like you would think in 24 going into like this time in 25, like, yeah, dude, we'd be up pretty decent right now. Down 43% on the year, which is wild to me, like Ethereum. But there's no, like, I guess, big case for it at the moment. It's kind of like outdated tech, but it's just like grandfathered in as like the OG. There's so much stuff built on it. But as far as from like an efficiency model, like Solana and all these do it so much better, so much faster, even to a degree. Even Cardano has like it going for it, like the native tokens, where everything's just, you can do multiple transactions with things at once, where this is all wrapped into smart contracts. They've had to build all these layers on top of it to make it like usable. So I mean, I don't think Ethereum's gonna, I don't know, where do you think, is Ethereum Yahoo for one of these guys, like long term?
Probably. The people probably holding it probably bought the top. They're just kind of hanging on to it or hoping it does something this run.
I'm not talking maybe 5 years, but I'm talking maybe like 10 years from now. And like, I'd still think Bitcoin obviously will be around. But it's, you know, does Solana become Google? Yeah, that could be, was it MySpace? I don't know.
True.
There's a Friendster.
Ooh.
Solana just a month ago was $97. Now it's back to $144.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a juicy sale last month.
The two, like, there wasn't that big unlock too for Solana with like from FTX and all that shit. So, and the market and just in general. But
I just hate how much influence the president has on the market with all of his decisions. I think that's the most frustrating part, good and bad. It's like, damn, he really can.
Think about your favorite meme coins, dude. All your little KOLs that aren't nearly as popular as the president, but they're popular in that little world. They all have that same power too.
But he has the most power with what he does.
Oh yeah, obviously. It makes sense. He's a leader of the free world, dude.
Yeah, like, it's just,
of course,
annoying sometimes. It's annoying when it goes bad.
Yeah, I mean, he just tweeted about his Trump coin the other day, and it spiked up another like $1 or whatever it was. But then even before that, it got it back up to like $16 or something like that at one point, and now it's back down like 11.
See, I don't fuck around dilly with it at all. I don't think any of us actually mess around on ETH with NFTs or anything anymore.
I'm not on ETH.
I haven't. Mine's just been in a wallet, and then I sell on an exchange.
No, and even if you are messing with it, like MetaMask and shit, you're like messing around with like Base or something, like an different type of chain that is just built on an EVM or a layer 2 or whatever the hell it is. You're not actually like signing transactions on MetaMask. Now, I know obviously the network is way slower these days, but you're still paying a couple bucks for a transaction, and it feels sketchy every time I sign anything on there. I'm never a fan of it.
I still get psyched out absolutely, because like the money's, it's just so much more money usually at stake than I'm used to on Cardano. Same with Sol. Like, I don't know, there's just something about it. Also, just the different scams we've heard from those blockchains, especially ETH, where it's like, oh, someone sent me an NFT, I clicked on it, and like now they own my house too. Like the title of my car is in their name.
Sent them my deed.
It's crazy.
Like, there's still things that obviously, like Pudgy Penguin's #1 like entity at this point. Still 11.7 ETH. So what is that dollar wise?
Insane.
It's pretty
Insane.
crazy.
That's a
$21,000
That's crazy.
still that people are paying for these. What's a Bored Apes going for these
I was gonna
days?
say, what's the Bored Ape Yacht Club at these days?
I was just checking out Ape Society. They're 0.1 ETH.
That's crazy. 13.
Damn.
Crazy.
24,000.
13 ETH for that still.
Remember when these things were like $500,000
I was
almost?
gonna say, imagine like taking out a loan for like 50K to buy a Bored Ape, and then just being like, "Cool, I got a monkey and it's negative 30K on it."
What'd you just spend? I just bought a nice cheap used car right now for $25,000.
You still see people flex them hard too. They still use them for shit. It's weird.
It's just like, I don't know, man. It's wild to me. The arc, like Dilly said, that whole metaverse thing. Like they really hope that that works out for them when this next thing runs around, and they'll have that like OG type stigma, I guess, to them. But man, I can remember there was people that had like the mutant like serums and stuff like that. The Mega Mutant.
Those also sold for just as like crazy amounts too at one point. Those are ridiculous.
Dude, $4 million offers, and shit, and there's people who turn those down. Imagine turning down $4 million at the height of that, thinking that it's just going to keep going up.
Insane.
CryptoPunks do $78,000.
That's wild to me.
You still have your Adapunk?
I don't know. I'd have to go look at my old wallet. I think
definitely like in like a Yoroi wallet or something somewhere that probably doesn't even open anymore. Just,
I'm
like,
pretty
crashes when you try to
sure.
load it.
I think I sold it, to be honest with you. Way back in the day.
What about your Beyond Spaces?
Beyond Spaces. Oh, Beyond Rocket.
Beyond Rockets, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm
was
trying.
like-
Yeah, they had the little like the rooms.
I only had like one or two of those left.
Yeah, quite a
And
few.
then I
of
got
those.
all my albums.
What about your Dead Pixel?
I haven't had that in years. That got lost in the Levy
The
scandal.
Santa one?
That got lost in the Levy scandal.
I
when
thought you got
my loans
lost a
defaulted.
different one. Oh,
Nope.
okay.
Yeah.
Just still one pixel, one house, or no? How does that work now?
It's like one pixel. Like
There's a great example where they're like,
payment.
we were going to
what
come out
payment?
with a game,
An
and
interest
early
payment?
on, it would have been like one of the first games on Cardano. If they would have released it when they were talking about it, and now it's just like, now if that came out, it's like, this is dumb.
I have been seeing abstract. Dilly.
Dead Pixel still got 208 a floor.
You do.
What do you guys think
Nice
of?
selling them.
What do you guys think of the fucking Sui network?
I
Yeah.
don't know too much about it, but I have seen people post about it.
I was gonna say that's all I see is
I
people
don't-
posting about it.
Yeah, I
but
don't
guess
know much about it,
shit,
honestly.
it's
I
hard
just want to
like,
make sure it's
call
not
it
safe
something
moon. You know what I'm
fun.
saying? I do see a lot of people talking about this.
I go on the line of everything's safe moon,
Yeah, true.
usually until, I get at least deep enough to hopefully see it's not, but
Yeah. I've
Worth
seen
more
this.
than Cardano.
This is obviously taken off over the last year. God, a year ago. Could have bought this only $1 actually, or 88 cents. Well, 3x, not bad. Before that, when did I start hearing about this? Yeah, 21, 6. Actually, it's really not been that. I think it's been decent on the gains, but not like crazy.
Like your XRP run or something, yeah.
But from like the inception on there, that's not that bad actually. So maybe this has room to run. I mean, it's only a $32 billion market cap at the moment. It's number 11 in cryptocurrency. So
32. What's Solana's market cap? I'm just trying to compare prices with that.
Solana is 74 or
All right.
86 FTV, but 74 at the moment. So if it 2x, it would go up to like 650. We got closer to this. You got a little 2x. Solana, where do you guys think Solana's going, TJ? What do you think your price target
What's that price target?
on Solana?
I want to see 250 plus again. Honestly, that was
Like
nice.
$100,000, minimum.
Yeah.
I think when we were doing the math on all these, remember like back in like January-ish time, we started like doing messing with market caps.
We did crunch the numbers then. I don't remember what it was though.
Because Bitcoin was over, I think it was like 2.1 trillion at the time. It was definitely more than 1.8 trillion. That's for sure. Like the market, what overall is it right now? it is at 2.92 trillion overall, which is crazy.
If it were to get to around the same quote unquote price as Solana's, it could be like $60 worth. SUI, SUI, I don't know how I say it.
It could get
based on the market cap. Because at 32 billion, and Solana's at what, 86 billion?
76 or 74.
So a little over 2.5x. But I'm saying
you're trying to
Solana,
get $60 is what you're trying to say?
I mean, if it has the potential to get to that height, maybe. If it's going off of, if they're saying it's that good.
Put it in perspective here, TJ. I'm a math guy over here, right?
Let's do the numbers.
If it's at $3 or whatever it is right now, and it's sitting at is it 10 billion? Okay, sorry, I thought the market cap was higher. I thought it was 30. Okay, it's only 10 billion.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, that's easy. It's way easier to get there. If it gets to XRP's market cap right now, that's a 12x.
There we go.
There you go. What's 3 times 12 right there? It's $36.
36. Yeah, so it has potential then.
100%. So, and then even because Solana had pushed up, I think it got over 100. It got over 100 billion. I think it did.
Have to go back and look at our other stream when we were doing the numbers.
I think it did. And even Ethereum was pushing like close to like 400 billion at that time. And XRP was up. I mean, everything was up. So if all it takes is one big run, and this thing, I mean, this thing has room to run right here. And even Cardano is 23, huh? Even Cardano could be a 10x from here, which I know a lot of people were talking about like $6 Cardano. Like, it could.
That's to tighten up though, the back end.
Don't get me excited like that.
I just don't. The governance thing isn't really exciting anybody. But if Charles does, he's been talking. You see, Charles did a panel with World Liberty Fi, Eric Trump, and they're that.
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. I didn't watch it though.
He was one of the moderators. He was one of the hosts, and he was talking to Eric Trump and their team. So if he gets in with that crowd, maybe, right? But I just think Midnight, dude. Midnight's the one you're gonna want more. I know there's supposed to be an airdrop for Cardano holders, blah blah blah. Yeah, keep an eye on it, man. He's trying to get that. He's trying to become a trillionaire. Gotta watch out, dude, or start working for free.
So he's full throttle Midnight, huh?
He's still dealing with it, but yes, I think that's he's in like Intersect and yeah.
That's kind of a trend for him, right? He gets the token started and he leaves, right? Did that with Ethereum.
Dude, well, in this case, he completed Cardano. I don't know. Now he can move on to his next one. We'll see how night goes. Midnight.
Okay.
I don't know. Anything else, guys in chat? What have you guys been up to? Any other fun things going on?
Through all of March and April.
Yeah. I know Bitcoin OS, that was a big thing today. People were talking about with Cardano too, is how they did like the first transaction back and forth from Bitcoin to Cardano. I saw that. That was a thing. That's a big narrative that they could push. Maybe. Does anybody care though?
That's the biggest thing is there's, we say that, but it's like, there's not a lot of news. There is some news. There's always some projects kind of having some announcements through their Discords or even, seeing stuff on Twitter, but it's like, how much do I care? And how much is it going to actually matter? Are they just giving us an update, give us an update sometimes, which, hey, it's nice to hear from them. You want to see they're still there, but it's just like worthy to talk about. Is going to move that price of the bottom of the floor at all? Or is it just kind of like, hey, what's up, guys? This is what we're doing.
It's like a thing, it's a talking point.
Yeah, sometimes we like to have news, but sometimes it's not. Maybe it's worth getting on.
To me, the average person doesn't give two shits about this, but I know this is like a big thing right now. It says step-by-step process of moving between Bitcoin and Cardano without a bridge. Like to the average person, they don't give two shits about this. But to all the people who are involved with the tech, they love it. Right? That's a big deal. That's something that's going on with Cardano. I've seen in Bitcoin.
We're gonna see $6 card. We gotta end it on a more hopeful note than that before we wrap it up on the back end. $6 Cardano, and we said $100,000 Solana.
Wow.
Right. Is that what we said? That's what I
Yeah,
heard.
it's just gonna be the world's market cap times like I don't know 10.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense, right? Damn, I haven't heard this in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if does my soundboard even work?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Can you guys fucking hear me?
It does.
Am I back?
Yes,
We're
we
back.
can.
Let's fucking go. All right, we're back. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but I'm yelling at you guys, and I'm hoping it's sounding good.
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, but hey, you know what you can do?
What the hell is even that?
Listen to me hit the sound buttons wrong. That's right. We'll catch you guys next week, maybe, or 2 months from now.
Take it easy, peace, like, subscribe.
Daddy, chill.
Daddy, chill. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.